Hi there. So here's number 17, solving the measurement problems. This is your key to check how you did so far. So of course you watched that initial video and you know you needed a partner. My partner is Gruffalo. And we went through that you should read it without the numbers, and that's why the first version of the problem says sum. And in the intro video we talked about figuring out that she's probably making punch and we probably want to know how much. And we read the question and it does ask how much she made. Also, will there be enough for each student? We were thinking we were going to add, maybe divide, and we'll need this land of G. And then we went on to look at the actual problem with the numbers and found out there's 26 students. And here's where it gets tricky. A gallon and 2 quarts of orange juice. So here's where that land of G thing really helps, is we see that there's 1, 2, 3, 4 quarts in a gallon. So this gallon is 4 quarts. And then the other 2 quarts means that this is 6 quarts that they have of orange juice, or she has. And then 3 quarts, that's easy to say, is 3 quarts. And then the 1 gallon, of course, is 4 quarts, plus these 3 more. So 7 quarts of sparkling water. And if we want the total amount, we can just add up all the quarts now that everything's quarts. So that is 16 quarts of punch. Quarts. And now we want to know, will there be enough for each student to have 2 1-cup servings? So those are little C's in our land of G. They're a little bit hard to see, but those C's. So 2 cups are in a pint. So they each want 2 1-cup servings. That means every single one of them wants a pint, right? So can they each have a pint in those 16 quarts? Well, we can see again in the land of G that there's 2 pints in every quart. So if we have 16 quarts and we times it by 2 pints, every quart gives us 2 pints. That is 32 pints. Okay, and that means the 26 kids, which each want a pint, because 2 cups is a pint. Yeah, there's plenty. Some can even have more. So will there be enough? Yes. And then the last part here is you had to explain, and you can either take a picture of the work you did, like I did work on my paper, on your scratch paper, you could just take a picture, or you could explain how you added stuff up and multiplied, just how you got there. What did you have to do? Okay, you had to change the gallons to quarts, you had to add them all up, you had to multiply to find pints, or maybe you did a different way, but that's what you explain there. Or again, take a picture of your scratch paper. This one did have a second question on the other side. Okay, we got the roller coaster. It says a person must be a certain number of inches to ride. You've seen those signs. At this last doctor's appointment, Heather was some feet and some inches, and he has grown since then. So now I'm going to talk to Gruffalo. Gruffalo, what are you thinking? Gruffalo thinks we're going to find out if Heather can ride the ride. So is he tall enough? So we're thinking, how tall is he? And can he ride? But I'm also thinking we're probably going to have to do feet to inches, because I noticed that that the sign says inches to ride, and at his doctor's appointment he was feet and inches, so we probably need to change it all to inches. Is he tall enough to ride? Yep, that's what we thought. And how many inches does he make or miss the minimum height? So how much past the sign, or how far does he have to go? And then we've also got to think about his father. His father's pretty tall, and we're also going to figure out if his father, we know his father's tall enough, but how tall is he? Okay, so what do we think we're going to do? We're going to do feet to inches. We're going to need to know that 12 inches equals a foot. We're probably going to have to add it up or multiply. Okay, now we're to the numbers. 54 inches to ride, so you've got to be 54. And Heather is 4 feet 4. So 4 feet times 12 inches per foot. So he's 48 inches. Oh, 48 48 for the 4 feet, plus 4 more inches, and he's grown 3 more inches. So 48 plus 7 more inches, right? 3 and 4 is 7. So what is that? That is 55 inches. So is he tall enough? Yes, because he only has to be 54. So yes. And they want to know how much did he make it? He's good by 1 inch, right? Because 55 is 1 more than 54. Now, Dad, they want to know how much taller. So Dad is 6 feet. Again, we're going to do 6 feet, 12 inches per foot. That is 72 inches. Plus those extra 3 makes him be 75 inches. Do you agree with this, Gruffalo? Gruffalo, yes, Gruffalo is all on board with this. And how much taller? So he's 75, he needed to be 54, so it looks like he's 21 over. So his father is 21 inches over. And then our explaining, either we take a picture of all this work or we explain how we changed feet to inches and added it up and subtracted to see how close. So there you go. There is 17. Thanks for trying your best. Now go back, and if you missed anything, go back and fix it and resubmit.